The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Memorial Stadium in Bloomington, Indiana, home of the Indiana Hoosiers. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Indiana Hoosiers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Nittany Lions will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Indiana Hoosiers offense will take the field first. Off the play fake on first down. Here comes the heat. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And the Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Baker. Finds a spot in the middle. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Hoosiers are moving quickly down the field. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He's run out of bounds at the 23 after the big gainer. And the Hoosiers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Caught behind the line. It's long. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see what they've dialed up on third and long from the 22. A little screen to the running back. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. And they decide to trot out the kicker. And he'll kick for the 3 from 36 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country. And how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make it? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance today.
Third down, the focus of the defense has to shift. It has to change. We have to understand now exactly where the sticks are. We can't give up those plays for them to get beyond the sticks and get those first downs.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
Leaves it with the back. It's a fumble on the play. Oh, and he gets it back. A fortunate turn of events. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
They'll go back to the ground. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He caught it. Gets it into the end zone, but there's a flag down. We'll see if this one is coming back.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Able to pick up a couple on that last one. It's 2nd and 8 from their own 27. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass, it's Baker. Fakes the grab on the left. Completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw the
quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The Hoosiers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time. They had a much better field position this time around. Makes the catch. It's Reynolds. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. First down, 10 yards to go. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. Pulls it in. It's Denmark. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The Nittany Lions have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Give to the fullback. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put 2 hands on the football, lower his shoulder. 2nd and goal. You don't need 3rd and goal, thanks to the big fella.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. On the nasty move, and now he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Hoosiers! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching him.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Southern Miss is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage today, but they still have some work to do to put this in the win column. They're up by 10 over Wisconsin. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He rifles one deep to the left. Got it in stride inside the 20. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. This offense thrives on those big, explosive plays, and that one has them set up with a 1st and 10 from the 7. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Firing to the right, complete. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. They've really got this offense humming. Just the 4th play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. And while the pass is incomplete, the flag is down. I think that was a free play for this offense. Defense was in the neutral zone.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a one-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you know, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Baker. Finds his man, it's Bond. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Hoosiers line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. To the air on first down. Oh, they're after him.
Forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell. Drops back. Nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Ball. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And it's 3rd down, but they're taking no chances. They'll send the field goal unit out before halftime. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
Well, they're able to get a field goal, put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would like to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, don't tell me it's a basketball town when we've had a first half like that there in Bloomington. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
The Hoosiers will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Reynolds. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big game, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Now on first down from the 30. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And another mistake from this quarterback. That's back-to-back drives now that have resulted in interceptions. He's got to find a way to find something different, get in a better rhythm, start seeing the field better, Palmer, because he's not in a flow right now.
No, David, it looks like he's forcing the football a little bit, maybe trying to make up for that interception he threw on the last drive. But that last play, there was no way that football should have gone there. He could have gotten off of that and checked it down or thrown it away. This quarterback, he needs a breather right now. He's got to collect himself.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Got a man in the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Hoosiers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Williams. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. And that one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. And you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. So here comes the field goal unit. They've been doing work today. They've already made a couple. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. And the returner goes down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, should have ran a better route.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Snags it over the middle. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Nittany Lions send out the punt unit. No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Give to the back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. To the air, it's Baker. He'll off one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Hoosiers decide to punt it away. Holds it in and looking upfield. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Reynolds. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
They're going to ride this running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. We've reached a break, and Penn State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions will try to pick it up on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
They'll ride the hot hand. Got the 1st down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. On the run, it's Ball. Gets a nice surge and crosses the 5 to the 6-yard line, a pickup of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And the Hoosiers will bring the punt team onto the field. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll return it from the 50. Can they catch it? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day. And that's a mark, man. When you hit that mark a lot of times and you take care of the football, you win a lot of football games. It's the more physical team. It's the team that makes it easy, makes it easier on their quarterback, and they've done that today.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lets it fly. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the 2nd half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Off play action on 1st down. He's got it along the sideline. The junior making a clutch play and turning in a big catch.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And it now feels like game over after... fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Complete in the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. They've reeled off 6 straight to start the season, undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Today, a game that makes this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Terrapins will kick it away to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So the Penn State Nittany Lions offense will have the football first. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. This is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and block out all the noise.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Grabbed over the middle. It's Reynolds. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Looking deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The D thinking brings some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. From the gun, wants to pass. The short hands, it's Denmark. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmy.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Complete to the right. He gets it to the 34-yard line, but excellent 3rd down defense, and 4th down's coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And guys, after the miss, no change in the score. So the Maryland Terrapins offense will take the field for the first time. And Jesse, this is going to be a fun test. This receiver, if you leave him in man coverage, you might be in for some trouble.
And so when you get him in the one-on-ones, you got to throw his way. He's a really good route runner. He can catch the football. And then when the defense decides to double cover him, take him away, that's when you go somewhere else with the football or you run it. The balance in this offense, based on how they play him, I think is big today.
Yeah, and that's what you've got to do as a defense. Sometimes you double team him, sometimes you play zone, mix it up, give different looks, because he is a guy. He's shown the ability to burn your defense and make big plays.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Dropping back, it's Washington. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quickly out to the tight end. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. The Terrapins are on the move. Wants to keep it in the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
One thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Pulls it in. It's McLaurin. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After putting up a three-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. We've reached the break. It's Maryland with the lead. We put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the ground, it's McLaurin.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Caught near the sticks. It's Scott. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Grabbed behind the line, it's Scott. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Maryland! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points.
He's going to fire deep. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Offense getting set for first down. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Back to pass on second down. He's got an open man. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
The Nittany Lions are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
The Nittany Lions will try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. They've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Firing toward the end zone. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Penn State!
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Ready to try the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Southern Miss is getting cooked right now at home, and it's all over but the crying. A lopsided affair with miscues and missed tackles. They're trailing by 17 to ULM. Sunbelt, Funbelt. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. The give on the option. Fouls through the defense. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Washington. Fires to the tight end.
Nice quick throw there, and it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find your rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw, and you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on home.
The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments, wide-out level noise. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And for the second time tonight, they'll try out the field goal kicker. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. From 55 yards out, and he's got it. Never a doubt. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half.
He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And here's a fumble way behind the line. That's going to be a safety. The offense is back on top of it. This is bad, but it could have been worse.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. Take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Makes the grab. It's White. There he goes. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. Wants to throw. It's Washington. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's White.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is
a shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And they'll run the field goal unit back out there. This kicker has already banged a couple through. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it took everything he had, but he barely gets it in there. That'll make it a two-score game at 16-7.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Got it in the middle, it's Reynolds. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14.
Well, this offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Runs for the tackle. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackler.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Scanning the field, it's Washington. Makes the grab. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Working on the right. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Terrapins look to keep this drive humming. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Under fire. Going to try to get it himself. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Backed up now, here's second and long. Using his legs, it's McLaurin. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires toward the end zone. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. off this drive going to the air. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Denmark. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Maryland has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. Quickly complete. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Well, this offense is going to try and grind their way to a win now, and they're going to start force-feeding this guy the football, too. He's made a few plays earlier in this game, but now in the fourth quarter, it's about force-feeding him, getting some push up front, and just icing this thing.
Fires to the end zone. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead.
That much time for any good QB in college football is...
Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense.
Strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's just a bad mistake. You can't do that in this situation of the game. You're not going to be able to come back and win this late if you're taking big losses like that. So at this point, if no one's open, he's just got to throw that thing away and live to play another day. But instead, he tries to use his athleticism to make people miss, and he's going to keep the play alive. He ends up taking a massive loss. Their percentage chance of winning this game just went way down.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault. Breaks into the open. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Buys a little extra time. Hit as he throws. He's got it. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
How about this offense, man? You got to love it. Late in the fourth quarter, you have the lead. They don't get conservative. Staying balanced Run, back it up with a pass, getting the first down, a few more first downs, and you can walk out of here with a W.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
Halfway there on first down. Wants to go up top. Out of the backfield, he's open. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this
lets it fly deep downfield. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
It's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. The officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. They'll line up for the extra point, and at this juncture, every point matters. And the extra point is good, and the lead is 9 here in the fourth. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Washington. Finds the tight end. Gets away from one, finds room. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's White.
Yeah, and you're just running at a time where you can have these small gains where the clock continues to run. This offense definitely got to have some urgency. Down, late in the game. I need to force some plays, Palmer, probably down the field.
And if you're the defense, you can have that all day. We're going to play big zones. We're going to keep the ball in front of us. We've got the lead. You're going to have to make catches like that and make us miss. But you want to keep throwing those little dink and dunk throws? Have at it. Because if you keep doing that, we're going to win the game.
Caught close to the marker. It's Manning. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Send the tight end in motion. They'll run play action. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Across the 25, he's got room. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can.
No gain on the play.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Spits it out to the back. Complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on second and goal from the 5. Looking downfield, it's Washington. Going for 6. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back. Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
It's really easy to get caught up in... One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions. And the Nittany Lions will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over. He got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often. They hit him early. They got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down. He started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. Illinois needs a big play here on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Petty. Here's the pressure. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on 1st down. Flips it out in the flat. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. they go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Little. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Illinois picked up the first down. Now here they come again. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Off the play fake. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And those sting for offenses, man. You've got an opportunity to get in the end zone, to get the touchdown. It's not easy. It's hard to get guys open. He comes open, and the quarterback, man, I bet he wishes he had that one back.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. He just barely got enough of that one and just barely kept it straight enough, too. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Penn State's offense will go to work for the first time. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Complete to the right. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. He makes the grab. Guys, let's think big picture for a minute and talk about Penn State. If they seeded the playoff today, these guys are in, but we know they're not content with that. They want so much more, David.
They do, and this squad has been building and trying to get to the point where they can get to the playoff and be a national champion. And right now they're in the mix, which is really, really good halfway through the season. A lot of work still to be done.
Ball is free. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that. Now, we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He's brought down a short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Here's a heat. He's going to take off. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Illinois lining up quickly. The give from the gun. Oh, he's got a chance. There he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
Well, defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. Grab behind the line. It's Green.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Intercepted, a first half turnover can swing momentum. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. And the offense is out on the field with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll try to pass it in on third and goal. Catch in the middle, it's Mahoney. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. That's the end of the quarter, and Illinois has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They'll line up for the field goal try as we start the second quarter. After making his first field goal, he'll try to put up another with a shorty from 26. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is getting handled right now at home. Someone needs to step in here and throw in the towel. Stop this fight. They're trailing by 14 to USC.
Off play action on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Reynolds.
We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Nittany Lions getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the second half on defense? That's the question.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Beautifully thrown ball. Terrific catch, and they'll have the first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half.
Into the secondary on the right. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Nittany Lions look to do some damage in the red zone. Right on the money. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions. Oh, he's got some space. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Takes the handoff. It's Green. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Illinois right back to the line.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
Good timing on the quick out. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets it down to the 48. He'll do it himself. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Down the line. The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on 3rd down. Doesn't convert this time. They punted away on 4th down. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Opening play of the drive from the 39. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Off play action. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Looking for a big gain. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Misfired on 1st down, back to the air on 2nd. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. 3rd quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this 3rd quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the 2nd half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the 2nd half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the 1st half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's going for a big play downfield. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Ohio State is just getting blown off the field right now in Columbus, and at this rate, I'm not sure it won't get worse. They're trailing by 28 to USC. Just another week in the Big Ten where the...
Turning it on! Past the 1st down marker and still running. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Illinois lining up quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
The short hands, it's Little. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. And the Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Now the play fake. Got him downfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Nice move to keep running. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Pressure coming. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Illinois right back to the line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Petty. Sets up the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Let's see what he can do with it. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got it in the middle. It's McFadden.
Doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. He's going to throw deep right side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it.
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give him a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the air on first down. Trying to set up the screen. At the 40, there he goes. They make the a stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So first down will open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. It's incomplete, but here comes the flag, and I think it's going to be a first down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
They'll give it to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the football. That was a really nice run. This offensive line is firing off late. Looks like they're getting stronger as the game goes on, and that is a good sign for the offense.
So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Back to pass, it's Petty. It's complete to the right. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Use the play fake, now to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Well, the problem with the play-action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense longer to get after him.
Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Illinois lining up quickly. On third down, he drops to throw. And they're not on the same page there.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
The decision to go for it does not pan out. They want that clock to run. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Nittany Lions can really attack on this 2nd and short.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll snap it from the 28 in field goal range, but it's 3rd and short. from the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the punishment has been extended. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
It's another good decision by the quarterback. You've got to be impressed here. On that one, he finds his tight end, but all game long, whether it's receivers or running backs or tight ends, wherever the best one-on-one matchup has been, he's been able to take advantage of it, and that's why they've been able to score so many points.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Florida has the lead right now, but those Gator Chomps haven't come easy. They're in a tight one. They're up by a field goal over Alabama. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Touchdown, Penn State! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
42, Illinois, 13.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Petty. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. On target over the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's reeled in, it's Green. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
2nd down, he'll throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rush is on him. He's going to run it. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Illinois move the chains on the ground. Let's see if they run behind that big offensive line again. Dropping back, it's Boyd. They're working that left side. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy. Great execution. Just beat down in every facet.
I think